Hello. Next, I went to my deck and I pulled, ta-da, Fishbone Stitch. So, if you have the cards, you can, of course, refer to your card for some variations, and you can use the QR code to go to another video, or you can follow me along here, or both. So, these are pretty tiny leaves. So, originally I was going to use all 6 strands, but I went down to just 3. Let's do this leaf first. I'm just putting a little guideline there for us in case we need it. So we're going to come up from the top of our shape. I extend over my guideline because my guidelines are permanent. I want to make sure I cover them. So it's up to you how far you want to come down. If you come all the way to the base, I'm not really sure it's Fishbone Stitch anymore, to be honest. I think it's definitely fun to play with where you want to have that initial stitch. I'm going to do it pretty far down just because the shape of the leaf is kind of skinny. So what is that, like 2/3 of the way down or so? I'm trying to adjust my tension here. I need to go back and bind my hoop or I'm going to be an angry lady. I was just too excited to start. Okay, here we go, Fishbone. Okay, up on the right, this is along your guideline. And then you're going to come down, you're going to cross over that center stitch, go down to the left of it within your guideline. Not along it or outside of it, just within it. It's going to get hidden. All right, now I do the other side. Up on the left, on the outside of the guideline, so I can cover it. And I'm crossing over and going down here. And I continue. Up on the right, down on the left. I still feel like I have too much thread here. These are very tiny leaves. If you need to use just like 2-ply, go for it. If you feel like it's a little too crowded. Or don't even use this shape. Instead of doing 5 little leaves, you can do 1 big leaf. And if you need to practice somewhere else first, please do. Grab a scrap piece of fabric and a hoop and just have it nearby, basically like a sketch pad for stitches. And you can just practice on it. I have a bunch of those laying around. Sometimes I just need to work it out before I actually use it on my embroidery piece. All right, so that's that. I'm kind of extending beyond the bottom here just to give the leaf shape a little bit of love. And we'll call that done. And I'm going to move on to the next one and just continue. Feel free to use, write in a guideline like I did with the first one or skip it. So one tricky thing that was a little different this year because I chose such a specific theme of this kind of beach theme. Some of the squares, they will obviously feature the main stitch, but I had to be a little bit more flexible with myself and say, okay, but we can add like supporting stitches. So for this one, you can see I have a little stem drawn on there. And it's up to you what stitch you would like to use. I'll probably just do, gosh, it's so small. You could even just do 2 straight stitches, or you could do back stitch. I'm gonna wait though till I actually complete my leaves. Another fun thing you could do with this one is use different colors. You could do like a lighter green for this top leaf, and then the next 2 do a little darker, and then the bottom 2 make them really dark. I think that would look really pretty. Well, apparently I'm going to come up on the left on this one. I don't know why, but it's a good teaching moment. It doesn't matter if you start on the left or the right. All right, so I completed my fishbone. I'm just going to add the stem here. For kicks, I went with a different color, pretty much because I was out of the other color, the lazy way. All right, so I'm just doing, that's actually not going to work. You can see my lines curved, and this thing I just added is not, so I'm going to have to do couching to move my stitch over. So I'm just going to tack my stitch over to give it a little curve. Whoa. All right. And I do not love that. What are we stuck on here? See, I might take that out and just do 2 back stitches down here because that's really bugging me. But for now, we'll leave it. So if you want to leave it like that, you can. If you want to like add more straight stitches, you could always add like a vein down the center of these to kind of decorate them more. Something like this. My word, I'm getting caught on all the things. Or not. Just leave it how it is. So have fun. Feel free to make it your own.